Apparently, some of the bank robbers you put in the ICU, they're lawyering up to sue the city.
That's ridiculous. They're criminals.
It's the law.
Since when do cops have to follow the law?
Since forever.
Oh, yeah? And who's going to arrest me? Other cops?
Yes.
Is she serious?
Is he serious?
No.
Look, let me be crystal clear. They are threatening to shut down police squad because of you. Honestly, you're lucky you still work here after last year's McDonald's incident.
They wouldn't sell me freedom fries.
You arrested the entire staff.
I wasn't thinking clearly. I was furious about the Janet Jackson Super Bowl.
That was 20 years ago.
Not to me.
We understand, Chief. You're right.
Good, because I'm taking you off the bank job.
What?
I'm putting you on collisions. There's a crash up in Malibu.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
And make sure your body cams are actually turned on.
Got it. Camera will be on.
Drebin, it's a new day at Police Squad.
Things are changing so fast around here. I guess you really can't fight City Hall, huh?
No, it's a building. Now, there's a real man. They just don't make them like your pops anymore.
I'm glad he's not around to see what police squad has come to. Mind if I take a minute, Ed?
Of course.
Hi, Daddy. It's me, Frank Jr. I want to be just like you, but at the same time, be completely different and original. So, if you're proud of me, give me a sign, like maybe make me see an owl or something.
Hey, Dad. It's me, Ed. Boy, do I miss you.
Hey, Pops.
It was almost midnight when I got to my door. I just wanted a glass of Bosco and then slip under my blankets. But my night was just about to begin.
You're late.
That depends on what I'm late for.
You said we should have dinner sometime. Tonight became sometime. I'm boiling a roast. How hot and wet do you like it?
Very hot and awfully wet. You seem to know your way around the kitchen.
I'm just as handy in other rooms of the house.
That shirt looks familiar.
It's yours. I didn't want to get stained or wrinkled. At least, not yet.
You mind if I slip into something more comfortable? There. That's better.
I hope you brought your appetite.
I brought everything.
Well then, dig in.
Interesting. Almost as interesting as the photographs I saw today.
I was young. I needed the work.
No. They were taken down at Ludwig's docks. A ship came in, a Panamanian ship. Wasn't on Ludwig's records.
Probably an oversight. How was your, meat?
You be the judge of that. I've got 9 more. You seen that ship?
I don't know. Doesn't look like one of ours. But then again, we deal with so many ships. Has Officer Nordberg been able to, tell you anything?
No, unfortunately, there's another attempt in his life. He's back in a coma.
Oh, that's terrible. This world is such a violent place.
If it wasn't, I'd be out of a job. Be back on the circuit riding motocross. But I'd give it all up tomorrow to live in a world without crime.
That's beautiful.
This is all happening too fast. I've been hurt before.
I'm sorry.
I've known her for years. We used to go to all the police functions together. Oh, I loved her, but she had her music. I think she had her music. She'd hung out with the Chicago Male Chorus and Symphony. Don't recall her playing an instrument or being able to carry a tune, yet she was on the road 300 days out of the year. In fact, I bought her a harp for Christmas. She asked me what it was. It's the same old story. Boy finds girl, boy loses girl, girl finds boy. Boy forgets girl, boy remembers girl. And girl dies in a tragic blimp accident over the Orange Bowl on New Year's Day.
Good year.
No, the worst.
Oh, dear.
Now, I don't want to upset you.
Oh, Frank, it's not that. Why did you have to be so wonderful? There's something I ought to tell you.
No need to tell me anything. What's in the past, it doesn't matter anyway. Maybe we're just two lonely souls who have found each other.
Funny face. I want you to know it. Practice safe sex.
So do I.
Woke up this morning feeling fine. Had something special on my mind. Last night I met a new girl in the neighborhood. Oh yeah. Something tells me I'm into something good. She's the kind of girl who's not too shy. And I can tell I'm her kind of guy. 'Cause she danced close to me like I hoped she would. Oh yeah. Something tells me I'm into something good. I walked her home and she held my hand. I knew it wouldn't be just a one night stand. So I asked to see her next week and she told me I could. Oh yeah. Something tells me I'm into something good. I'm into something good.
After being retired for 6 months, I was finally back in action. Faster than you can say spread 'em, I was inside the cold, gray walls of Statesville Prison. I was surrounded by pimps, rapists, and murderers. It was like being in the stands at a Los Angeles Raiders game. It was going to take all my police experience just to stay alive in here. After a long and generous cavity search, I finally reached my destination, maximum security. Home of some of the most violent sociopaths in the country. And the worst of them all, Rocco Dillon.
All right, in here.
Ain't no prison yet could hold me. Attica! Attica! Howard and the brothers. Kill Whitey! Kill Whitey! Knock it off!
You're chirping awfully loud for newcomers.
Canary. Keep flashing the big eyes, and I'll personally balance and rotate your jaw.
Hey! You know who you talking to? The man is Rocco Dillon.
Where's your prison number? It's unlisted. Just call me Nick the Slasher McGurk.
Look, Hamhead, I'm the muscle in this pen. You just stay out of my way.
You just watch your step, McGurk. Take it from me. This place here changes a man.
Oh, yeah? In what way?
I used to be white. I was the drummer for the Osmonds.
Screw with me. He'll make you feel pain like you never felt before.
I know. I remember the Osmonds.
Better hit the rack, McGurk.
Yeah, in a minute. First, I want to make up a list of the people I'm going to kill in the next couple of days.
Lights out. Lockdown in 2 minutes.
My dearest Snooky Wookums dumpling buns, I miss you so much. I haven't hurt this bad since the last time I was dumped. I remember it well. Her name was Gabriella. We were supposed to be married, but on the day of our wedding, she never showed up. I was heartbroken, destroyed. I figured she'd fallen for another man. Someone who could do to her what I never could. I thought my life was over until that one glorious day. That was the day you became my wife. All our friends gathered to celebrate our love. It seems like only yesterday. We were all so overjoyed. I remember how we wished we could take everyone with us. That was the happiest day of my life. I'll never forget the plans we made for our future. Things were going to be so perfect. We were finally going to get that housekeeper you always wanted.
Hi, Mr. D. Hi, Mrs. D.
And I knew that eventually our dream would come true. One day we'd have our own little Frank Drebin Jr.
Shut up, McGurk. I'm trying to get some sleep.
Nah, it's no use. She'll never come back.
Bend over and pick it up for me. Would you, lover?
No problem. Rocco could tell from my little escapade in the shower that I was well endowed with courage. But now I had to get on the inside. Like a blind man at an orgy, I was going to have to feel things out.
Tyrone, got the escape plans right here. It's just you and me.
Burnett wants in, too.
Burnett's one of the guards.
I know, but he's unhappy here.
Yeah, all right, whatever. Got it all worked out right here.
What's this? Another letter from your mommy?
Hey, that's private, Screw.
Well, let's see what we have here.
Why don't you give the man back his letter?
Buzz off, butter cheeks. What's so special about a little letter? Wait a minute. An escape plan. This is your ticket to another 20 years, Dillon. If the warden gets one look at this...
Hey! You call this slop? Real slop has got chunks of things in it. This is more like gruel. And this Chateau LeBlanc 68 is supposed to be served slightly chilled. This is room temperature. What do you think we are? Animals? What are we?
Homo sapiens?
You're right. We're men. We are men. We are men. We are men. We are men.
No!
Come on, son, you can do it. Eat some beans.
Save my bacon, McGurk. I'd be in solitary right now if you hadn't done that.
Forget it.
Listen, I've been watching you, McGurk. You're handling yourself really good.
Really well.
Yeah, whatever. Look, I got something big coming up on the outside. Something really big. I could use someone like you in my gang.
You got a dental plan?
Full coverage.
What's the caper?
First, we gotta bust out of this playpen. Thanks to you, we still have our escape plan. Let's have it. It's a good plan.
I've had better. Listen, I've got a foolproof plan.
Oh my God, they got Tyrone.
Can't we all just get along?
Now that Tyrone was in solitary, it was just me and Rocco. He had no choice but to trust me. Shh, hold on. Okay, anyway, I convinced Rocco to dig a tunnel. It was either that or go out in a laundry truck. But the thought of lying in a pile of underwear, nose down, and skid marks just didn't leave a good taste in my mouth. Disposing of the dirt was a problem I solved early in the construction. Outside of some major chafing, we were making good progress. We kept digging. At night, dummies gave the guards the impression we were still in our cell.
Lights out, McGurk.
There was more dirt than I anticipated. Disposing of it was becoming tricky business.
Got a visitor. I told her to wait outside, but she just walked in. You want me to get rid of her?
No, that's okay. I'll deal with it. Oh.
Over here, Lieutenant.
I'd sworn off love after my wife died, but this woman was put together in all the right ways. Face, head, shoulders, knees and toes. Knees and toes. And a bottom that would make any toilet beg for the brown. Sorry to keep you waiting, ma'am. How may I help you?
You're wrong about Simon Davenport. He wouldn't commit suicide.
Simon Davenport, the stiff from the Malibu crash.
That stiff was my brother.
Oh, I mean, he wasn't that stiff, really. Not yet. More floppy and bloated. No, I mean, I'm so sorry for your loss. Please, take a chair.
No, thank you. I have plenty of chairs at home.
Now, Mrs.
Davenport. Miss Beth Davenport. Mr.
Drebin. Miss Detective Frank Drebin.
Detective, I think someone murdered Simon.
Really? What makes you think that?
Well, he called me last night. He said he was in some kind of trouble. So we made plans to meet this morning. Does that sound like someone is planning to kill themselves?
No, it certainly does not.
Why would someone do that to him?
Trust me, there's always a reason to kill someone. Did he have an obnoxious laugh?
No. Forgive me, I'm just not myself.
That's okay. I'm not you either. Tell me, what did your brother do for work?
Computers. He was a programmer for Richard Kane.
The genius is going to save the world with his electric cars.
Well, he's the first person you should talk to. Then you can check Simon's driving records and see if they
Whoa,
match.
slow down there.
Excuse me?
Let's just leave the police work to me, okay?
Oh, I see. Same old story with guys like you.
Guys like me.
Stubborn old men who think they know what's best.
I understand you're upset, but this is what I do. If someone did off your brother, I'll find them.
Well, I appreciate that, Detective. But Simon was all I had. So you'll forgive me if I don't just sit around and hope you do your job.
That's exactly what I expect you to do. When I have something, I'll contact you.
I'm doing a series of book readings this week. You can find me there.
Book readings?
Yes, I write true crime novels based on fictional stories that I make up.
Yes. Well, you may write about it, but I live it. Now, if you'll excuse me, we're having a birthday party, and I'm the best singer in the office.
On second thought, I will take that chair.
I couldn't remember the last time someone had talked to me like that. It was the kind of dressing down you usually have to pay for in the basement of a laundromat. But
She had the kind of hips you wanted to put a hula hoop on and spin. The kind that made...
Fellas, do you mind? I wasn't convinced Simon Davenport had been murdered, but the case was starting to give me an itch. And when I start to scratch, I don't stop till I break skin, and the doctor makes me wear mittens. Thanks.
You remember back in the 1970s? The big disco shootout.
Ed? What's happening, my man? Hey. We missed you last night at the fondue party.
I could make it. Went to see the village people. They are stone soul gas, man.
All right, I can dig it.
And what do we got here?
One dead disco dancer.
Bummer. What a mind bender, huh?
We think it was some sort of love triangle. This is the suspect's girlfriend, Tanya Peters. I'll be right back.
Cigarette?
Yes, I know.
Well, we'll need a statement from you down at the station. All right, Mike?
Come in, Lieutenant.
I do remember. You were one of the first test cases for minoxidil, weren't you? What?
What do you see, Frank?
The device has some lights on it. Various holes. Weighs about 2.5 chili dogs. It's got some sort of timer on it, synced up to midnight.
Hello, Detective. Easy now. What's happened?
Stop right there. Don't do it. Make one more move, and I'll blow its freaking computer brains all over this floor.
Think about it, Drebin. Everything I'm doing is for guys like us.
Guys like us?
Yes. Powerful, righteous men. Actually give a damn. Come on, Frank. You said it yourself. The world was better before.
What have you done?
Four wheels move the body. Two wheels move the soul. All right. It's a famous quote I got from quotes.com.
Hey, boss.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do with her?
Leave her here. She'll be dead by morning. You fellas know how to ride, right? Let's do it.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Stay back. I don't want to hurt you.
Delicious definition, make them boys go loco. They want my treasure, so they get their pleasures from my photo. You can see me, you can't squeeze me. I ain't easy, I ain't sleazy. I got reasons why I tease you.
gentlemen.
Hold up, check it out. Burgerlicious definition, make them boys go crazy. They always claim they know me, coming to me, call me Stacy. I'm the F to the E, R, G, the I, the E, and can no other lady put it down like Burgerlicious.
It was about 4 p.m. when I returned to police squad. I figured to stop by and see what the lab boys had come up with on Nordberg's jacket. The one they'd found in the dock. You can tell a lot from fiber samples if they aren't too wet. And I was hoping in this case we wouldn't come up dry.
Hey, look out!
Anybody catch the license plate? Anybody get a look at the driver?
Take the names of everybody here for questioning. I gotta get inside. Hi, Ed. Ted, you got those fiber samples yet?
Got some action out here.
What's up?
We're testing that new anti-graffiti wall.
Well, it looks like we've got a few customers.
It's set to react when the spray hits the sensors.
You've done it again. Mazel tov.
Good work, Ted. What will you lab boys think of next?
Now that you mention it, here's something we developed only yesterday. To the casual observer, an ordinary shoe. But in actuality, makes quite a handy weapon. And everything a cop in the field would need. We call it the Swiss Army shoe.
That's great, Ted. What about the fiber sample?
Let me just show you one more thing, Frank. You see these cufflinks I'm wearing? Well, they're not just cufflinks. Each one fires a single pin-sized dart that knocks out your victim for a few minutes, but does no permanent damage. Here, let me demonstrate on Ed.
Huh? Ted! Why?
Don't worry, he'll be up and around in no time. Why don't you take a pair, Frank?
Well, actually, I could use another pair of cufflinks.
Good, I think you'll like them.
You want this, Chief?
Yes, thank you, Al.
There's something on the side of your mouth, Al. No, the other side.
As you requested, Frank, we took some fiber samples from Nordberg's jacket. I'm afraid it doesn't look good.
What do you mean?
Take a look for yourself.
I can't see anything.
Use your open eye, Frank.
Oh, yeah, I can see it now.
At first glance, it would appear to be only the normal cotton fibers. But when we focused in closer, we discovered a fine white powder. We tested it. Pure heroin.
How well do you know Nordberg, Frank?
We're partners for 9 years, and he's my best friend.
I know, Frank, but we can't allow personal feelings to get in the way of duty.
Are you saying that Nordberg is a...
I'm telling you that the Queen arrives here the day after tomorrow. If the press should pick this up with Nordberg still part of the force, it could be embarrassing to the police and the city. I'm sorry, Frank. I'm giving you 24 hours to clear Nordberg.